Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name's Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirit, my intuition, and the tarot to communicate energies to you guys, beautiful viewers. We are looking at a pick card reading, and we will be taking a look at your immediate future, the energy coming in for you. All right, immediate future is within a week or so. All right, and depending where you sit on the timeline, it could be a little outside of that window, so don't take it as gospel. All right, but this is a pick a card. We'll pull 3 picks here for you guys, and we'll pull some charms, taking a look at what energy is happening in the immediate future around you. Okay, so we'll pull some charms as well. Let's take a look. This is option 1, 2, 3. If at any point you are feeling pulled to your pile, the timestamp will be in the description box and in the pinned comment below. It will take you directly to your pick. All right, so for option 1, we have fear. Oh my goodness. Fear. Okay, option number 2, we have home. Option number 3, we have the card guide. Okay, fear, home, and guide. Let's pull a charm for each of these. Option 1 is spirits. We have the stethoscope. No. What did I think? This was a stethoscope. This looks like an alarm clock. A stopwatch? A stopwatch. Okay, very interesting. Stopwatch. And it says, either it says 2, it's just about 2 o'clock, just about, or it is 7:30. No, 8:30. Okay, sorry. Bad eyes. Stopwatch, stop clock. Okay. Home, spirit, for pile number 2. What do we have? Oh, we have this leaf. Okay, I don't know if I showed you guys this very well. So that's the charm for pile 1. This is the charm for pile 2, the leaf. Okay. Interesting, because we have all these leaves here. Okay, leaf. Leaf, leaf, leaf. And then for option number 3 with the guide, your charm is this pointed feather. A pointed feather, which kind of is looking a little bit like a sword in some way, although it is a feather. Yeah, it's kind of like a pointer here. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3. I will leave the video running for a bit and use your intuition to guide you into whichever pile feels right. If you're pulled to more than one, could just be multiple messages here for you today. And I will see you guys at your pick. Hello, my beautiful pile 1. You guys picked the fear card and the stopwatch. Okay, that kind of looks like an alarm clock that I thought was a stethoscope. So I don't know, there could certainly be a lot of confusion or not seeing, okay, in the recent past, maybe not seeing something for what it is or being confused about what something might be. So it could be causing a lot of fear because we're not certain, or we're not sure we're seeing something clearly. I feel there is obviously timing kind of involved here. Maybe we feel either rushed or we're not sure when something is supposed to happen here. And the fear might be giving us a lot of anxiety with our blood pressure coming through as the stethoscope, or we're really needing to listen to something. Maybe we need to listen to our heart. I'm getting a lot of the death card coming through, so Scorpio coming through. And what the death card really is about transformation, because there might be a certain thing going on in our life that we're needing to transition out of. That might be something that is over or has been over, and maybe we have a hard time letting go, so we're hanging on. Okay, if any of that resonated for you, then this most likely is your pile, and we will get into your immediate future. So, spirits, energy for pile 1. Energy for pile 1 in the immediate future. What is going on energetically around pile 1? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 1. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message. And thank you so much, pile 1, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. I am truly blessed. Thank you so, so much. All right, so immediate future. We have abundance. I'm going to leave them as they come out. I will show you the cards. Abundance in the reverse. And we have the sun here and two sides. Like I said, maybe a choice or something here. 2 sides. You need to get clear. We have love. There's that heart coming through again with the stethoscope. We need to listen maybe to our heart. Okay, we have the rage with the volcano. And we have the union. Okay. And one more card, Spirit. What is happening in the immediate future here for pile? We have patience in the reverse. That's that stopwatch, and then the give. That kind of came together. And the bottom energy, we have body. Okay, body, stethoscope. Okay, I won't get into why I'm seeing what I'm seeing. I don't know, you guys. I feel like I'm... Just never mind. Just get into the reading, Linda. Okay, I'm getting into the reading, and it's just going to be a reading, okay? Don't ask me why. It's just a mixture of everything here. Cards, intuition, and spirit. So, what's happening? Give me just a little bit to sit here, get familiar with the energy going on here in the next little while. Noise, need to listen. Freedom in reverse. Oh, boundary. Okie dokie. Pile 1. If you resonated with the beginning intro here, I feel like you're dealing with something that you're having to deal with here, okay? And I feel like maybe there's been quite some time or a delay or a hesitancy and an anxiety around making a decision here in order to have something come together. Could be a relationship, but I feel it's something that speaks to your heart. Okay, it speaks to your heart here, and I feel like there's a need to let go of something, and there's also as my cat scratches, there's also I feel a need to let go. I feel also a release of something. And I feel like there's a real need to not listen to the anxiety that's coming here. So I feel like there is you looking at a situation here in which has made you feel So I'm getting a lot of downloads here. And I'm not quite sure I'm understanding so much. I feel like we were shut down. I feel like something shut down here. Okay, and I feel it shut down because there was maybe a need to choose or act, and we might have let the anxiety get in the way, and so we avoided a listening of something, our intuition potentially. But I feel like our heart here is desiring something that's been pulling at us, that we were feeling we either desire or we're needing to nurture in some way. And I feel like maybe physically something with self was here feeling very stuck or incapable of taking some sort of action. And I do feel like there is something unexpected coming through, kind of like tower energy that I'm feeling. But I'm not necessarily thinking this is something that is about to happen so much as it's already happened. But I feel like what you'll be dealing with in the immediate future here is I feel like I don't know how to explain this. I mean, if you guys are resonating with what I'm saying, it's kind of the extent of what I'm seeing. And so it might be very blocked because I feel like something can't be heard. And so we might be shutting out what's coming to us because we don't want to hear it. So every time I kind of get to what I'm supposed to be hearing here, I feel like I can't quite hear it, or like it dies or it died. So we see boundary, we see freedom in reverse, we see noise in reverse, we see body, and then we see earth. Getting grounding energy from this body, but this earth is in reverse. So I feel like there is something here that is needing some sort of closure. Something that might already need to end or has ended. And I feel like we can't get through with this boundary. So we do feel almost like we're in some sort of purgatory stuckness here. Well, this isn't the greatest message for you, telling you you're in purgatory, but this is kind of what I see. Like, I see that there was some sort of decision, some sort of crossroads, some sort of abundance to be had that was needing clarity. And I think it could have gone either which way. And I feel like the way it went was out of your control in some way, because I do feel like maybe the fear had us paralyzed. And so I feel there was a tower, or there was like an abrupt thing that happened. Maybe we weren't expecting like a shock here, but I feel like it hurt and might have left us feeling angry. And I feel like there was a need for some sort of release. And I feel like there's a lot of hurt here in the heart space, okay? I feel like there's a lot of hurt. And I feel like there's also, I'm getting something here with a lot of time, or a counting of time. And I think maybe we ran out of time, or feel we ran out of time to give to something, to nurture something, to grow something, to foster something. So I feel like maybe we feel we can't be abundant somehow, or make something come together because we feel we've ran out of time. Okay, well then, let me pull some charms. That's your immediate future. I honestly, I can't go on anymore like this because I don't know what else I can say except for what I'm seeing here, and I wasn't expecting to see all that. So let's pull some charms, okay? We're going to pull different kinds of charms. We might get some letters here, which might be initials. I can't see them under the lid here, to help us kind of, I don't know. Oops, lots of things falling on me. I do feel maybe a little bit more. It's a lot. Okay, and then I will pull some of these as well. Okay, so, okay. What are your charms here? Oh, I should have left the cards out. I don't know. I didn't want to see them for some reason. I just tucked them away. It's kind of how I felt during a reading. It's like, I don't know. It's like maybe we didn't want to see something, or... Okay. Let's get into your charms. So we have the palm tree. Fostering something that would take a long time here. I mean, the palm tree takes a long time to grow, but it's stability, it's secure, it's health, like the stability of something. We have the sailboat. This is all about movement, a need to act. It could be about our own self journey or discovery here. Something could certainly be feeling at a distance. Travel. Boat is about movement here, sailboat. Okay, we have the cross or the crucifix here. So I'm getting like there has been a very painful type situation here that we might have had to endure or sit with, and still keep our faith, or we might be losing our faith or needing to have faith. I'm going to be doing a lot of praying about something here. We have the heart coming out again. So I don't know. I feel something's very connected to your heart space. And then we have this beautiful flower. You know, the flower is all about abundance and growth. You know, it's like the abundance to be had here that we could foster and grow. Sometimes it's just allowing things to organically take place, like flowers just grow, you know, as long as they're in the right environment, they bloom. So maybe there was what I'm getting here with this charm, maybe there was an inability for us to allow what our heart was organically trying to do in some way, because I feel like there was something it was just naturally called to do or wanting to do or pulled to. And maybe that was the obstruction, was that we were hanging on or stuck on something that doesn't allow the heart to be organic and go towards what our heart was calling or wanting. So for initials, I have the letter J, I have the letter I have the letter U, I have the letter F, and for numbers, I have the number 7, and I have the number 9. Or it could, well, that's a 9. It could be a 6 if you see a 6 and a 3. Okay, all these numbers could be apartments, apartment numbers, house numbers, whatever, postal numbers, could be significant months, birthdays, anniversaries. Okay, we'll get into, well, let me do that now because it's kind of coming through right now. So I'm seeing FU. I think someone got mad here with the volcano. Okay, like FU. I see someone might have had some rage. Maybe something didn't go as planned. Okay, I'm also seeing IU. I'm thinking IOU. Like Maybe someone owed you a favor, or you owe someone a favor, or you feel like something's owed. So I'm not getting names more as I'm getting energy of what's going on. I heard Justin, and I heard Fiona. I heard Jeff, Frank. I heard Umer. I heard Isa. Phrase? Fries? I don't know. I heard fries or phrase. I heard umbrella. I heard Josie, Joseph, Fiji, okay, I don't know, you guys can maybe make more letters out of this. Okay, so we have 793, 739, 379, and 397 of the month of March, September, the month of July, September 3rd, September 7th, and July 3rd or July 9th, March 7th or March 9th. All could be significant in dates or birthdays, anniversaries. Okay, we see the wing here, the angel wing, which is giving me divinely guided energy. So maybe, wow, I don't know, this energy coming through is, I think something's sitting with you, not very good. Okay, because normally I get, feel a need to like burp or let out energy when I get strong energies that needs to come out, like that volcano eruption. I feel there's something blocked here, okay? Which is making it very difficult for me to talk. So divinely guided, I feel like you're being guided here, protected, okay, with this angel wing. Angel wings are taking me back to maybe having faith and trust and guidance from what, you know, our religion, our beliefs, our spirituality, our support team, our angels, or guidance from ancestors, whoever we're sort of praying to here. I just feel like you are supported and protected, but I do feel like maybe you feel like something's incapable of taking off with one wing, you know? It's like one wing only, like we're missing another wing here. Okay, we have, yeah, the devil. Okay, this is Capricorn energy. So the devil talks about being stuck, and we're stuck, and it's real to us that we're stuck, but the devil is generally an illusion because we're not really as stuck as we may think we're stuck to, because we're not really bound unless we keep feeding into the devil, and only we can control how we engage or dance with the devil. You know, this could be addictions and unhealthy ways of being and patterns and cycles and distractions and immediate gratification, hedonistic ways of being. This could be overrun by massive ego, you know, and I'm not necessarily saying it's you so much as this is the energy that the devil is bringing here. There's also a lot of passion, obsession, erotic energy coming through here. So it could be, I don't know, like something very strong here energetically, because the devil has the light attribute and the shadow as well, you know. And so in the positive aspect here is something that I feel you're very much have a very deep passionate obsession for here, but I also feel something is unhealthy here. And I'm getting like a battle with the devil. Like maybe, I don't know, do you feel like you're battling with the devil and there's like only one wing, or your guidance is lacking here in some way? Is this how you're feeling? Okay, we have the scissors, so I need to cut something out, okay? And it could be that thing we're hanging on to that we were feeling was over in some way, a need for something that has ended to close out, or for us to cut out the devil. We have love, the heart coming through again. You know, and we saw union there, partnership coming together. I don't know, maybe you feel like you were disappointed in love or hurt in love. Something got you very angry. Ten of Wands, overburdened, oppressed energy, very heavy. You know, this is where we are hanging on to something that's better served released with the Ten of Wands. And the tens are all about endings, you know, so maybe we have to come to terms with something here that's been very heavy on us. We see the dolphin. Dolphins are all about compassion and love. We only see one again, so I don't know, maybe we feel alone in love, or like, I don't see two dolphins. I see one wing, one dolphin. We have this, I think this is those cicadas. I don't know if I'm saying it right. It's those bugs that make those noises. That's what it kind of looks like. Noise. We saw noise. Sorry, I know I put your cards in back in the pile, but noise was in reverse. Something coming through with noise, whether this is a cicada or not, the noise. So it was in reverse. You weren't listening to some calling of sorts or something here. Like there was some time where we were supposed to, again, supposed to very loosely, I don't know, like something, some calling, some noise, some thing we didn't want to hear or weren't open to hear. Okay, my cat scratches every time I'm in this room, so usually scratches when he's confirming what I'm saying here. So I'm going to read these tarot cards. We have this Seven of Pentacles. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. The Nine of Cups. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Yoicks. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay, so we did have the Ten of Wands here as well. But this is the dedication, the work. Okay, this could be the actual work card. So maybe we've been focused on work or needing to put in energy and dedication into to get something to work. Okay, like this is the most dedicated card in the tarot because it's all the effort and the energy we're putting into something to master our craft or to get something to work. And so Four of Cups is my, you know, boredom card, or my crybaby card, where this feels like a breakup. We don't want to do anything. We want to sit and sulk in some way. But in reverse, it's like coming out of that energy because we don't want to be in a negative energy or in an energy where we're not seeing what the universe is giving to us. Like the universe could be giving us love here, or could be with the noise telling us something. You know, we could be intuitively being told something, or there's noise, like a communication I'm feeling here. And I feel because it's a noise and not communication, I think it's not like an actual written or communicated verbal person. I feel like the noise is either an internal higher self or the universe coming through, or your angels or your guides or your faith, or there's something intuitive here that's making noise, sounding an alarm, you know, and I felt like I was hearing being brought to life, but it's in reverse. But because I feel devil, I feel like maybe you're really stuck in this energy, you know, and so I don't know if this is you or an energy around you, but I feel like we could be emotionally satisfied here with this Nine of Cups, but we'd have to get out of a state where we're not seeing the cup that's being offered by the universe, because we're focused on the Three Cups here. Okay, Three Cups to me is, again, it could be immediate gratification, things that don't really matter so much. And because when I see Nine of Cups with Three of Cups, for me, it is distraction. So we could be, you know, either partying, drinking, focused on certain aspects of something here that isn't bringing full emotional fulfillment to the heart space here. It's bringing immediate gratification. So I'm feeling an energy here of a Queen of Swords. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And I feel as though someone is angry, okay? Someone's angry here. And I don't know if this is your energy, but this is my bitch card. So somebody is bitchy or has maybe said something that's F you, maybe, you know? I don't know. Someone said F you. And this is also needing to get very clear and certain, and potentially, I don't know, maybe we weren't sure or we weren't certain in some way. And Ten of Pentacles is that length of time coming through again with the Patience in reverse. Like this is a very, 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 very long time with the Ten of Pentacles. But this is all about our legacy. This is about long-term vision, stability, commitment, family, building on a future. Okay, from an 8 of Pentacles to a 10. This, it takes a family to build this, okay? So I don't know, like, I feel like somebody is not clear, and I feel like somebody is upset, and you could be both, or someone around you could be both. I just heard June. I don't know if June is a significant month or a name. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here. This is your reading, pile 1. Maybe there's another pile here, you know, that might help you as well. I don't know, but this is what I see, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous pile number 2. You guys picked the home card and the leaf charm. We're going to get into what's happening in your immediate future here energetically, okay? So it could be your energy, energy around you. Make sense of it as you will, but let's see if you resonate with this first beginning, and if you do, then this is most likely your reading. Use your own intuition over mine. So this home card, although it does look cozy, it looks almost like claustrophobic, like it doesn't allow us to expand. And I mean, the leaves are all about growth, new growth, you know, and I don't know, like maybe we outgrew our environment. Maybe we're needing more room to branch out and expand, or we might not be seen for our vitality in some way. I feel like it might have been boxing ourselves in some way, but with home, I am feeling like maybe an energy here of hermit. Maybe we've been removed. Maybe we've been wanting to be more introverted, or just have had to be more introverted, but not necessarily wanting to be. Maybe we weren't feeling safe anywhere, so we had to make our own safe place, which might have been uncomfortable. And maybe we just kind of want to get out of this, or we're not understanding why we're here or feeling this way. Okay, so if this resonates for you, let's get into your reading. We'll look at immediate future here for pile 2. Okay, Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good. What is going on here in the immediate future for pile 2? Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile 2. And thank you so, so much, Pal 2, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm truly blessed. Thank you so, so much. All right, so we will get into charms as well near the end. I will only be pulling the oracles here, not the tarot. So this one's sliding off. We have create. Interesting. Okay. Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of Pile 2. We have intuition. Okay. We have expand. Oh my goodness, totally what I was feeling from that one. We have work. I'm getting 8 of Pentacles from that one. We have struggle, and then we have sovereignty. I'm going to keep it. Oops, I'm going to keep it. Well, I wanted to spin around, but it initially came out in reverse. Let's keep that in mind. It was spinning on me. And then we have desire at the bottom. Okay, what's going on here? So I feel like you want to expand for sure. Okay, that one was coming through very clear, and I feel like we need the right environment to foster our growth, and maybe we weren't feeling very comfortable or safe to do this. And so I think we've been focused on, did you hear that? That was weird. I totally heard a noise. Okay. So we've been focused on maybe what we can do, you know, to create the future we want to see. But I don't know, like, I just feel like it shouldn't have to be so much work here. I feel like maybe you're really exhausted, you know, and I feel like maybe you can't see the expansion here. And I feel like you've put in a lot of energy and effort. And maybe there's a little bit of frustration here because of the inability to see what's actually being created, and how much control do you actually have. So yeah, like I feel like intuitively, I think you sense something here. Okay, and I think what you sense here is something is about to take form. And I do feel as though there's an energy here of trying to make something happen, feeling very much like we're going against the grain, or like it's a challenge here. It feels almost like 10 of Wands, because it's very difficult to kind of push something uphill, and it's the part of us that we're trying to form still. Like here we don't have any defined eyes or anything that's still being created, and here we have just the head kind of being rolled up, so up the hill. I think you're going to be having to really work on with your intuition and work on what it is that you're wanting to see an outcome, and that could be a whole bunch of different things for all of you guys. But I feel like there's something you desire. There's something that you've been trying to heal with, heal from. I think there is a vision of something that you intuitively know or see. And I think that you're having to really lean in on this at this time, because I do feel like you're trying to carry the weight of something through. And I think you're most likely at the final stretch here, but I don't think you know how much longer. And I feel like you're really wanting to either see this or know, but I don't think you see it or know how long it's going to take you. You just keep doing the same sort of pushing through dedication. Like this feels to me, like I said, the Eight of Pentacles, the most dedicated card in the tarot, you know, and this could be around work for sure, but it's like we're dedicated to our craft, we're dedicated to our outcome of what we want to see here, and we're putting in the energy, and it just seems like we're never getting there. And so I feel like in the upcoming future, like there's this need to really work with the intuition around what you're doing here is what's going to take you kind of to the promised land, is what I hear, even though I don't think you see it. But I feel like whatever expansion you want is going to allow you to feel free, is going to allow you to feel like once you get there, like with the sovereignty here, like you're able to liberate yourself and expand, and now you're kind of free at last to just enjoy abundance here. We have more foliage, you know, this is the, like I said, the new vitality. It's giving me spring energy where it's like being reborn. And I think you weren't able to grow in the environment you were in. So the fact that we still don't feel free, I feel here, I think this is what you're working towards, okay? You're working towards some sort of liberation, freedom from being confined, finding, I feel you want comfort, but I feel like at the same time, you need to be comfortable to expand and grow and not feel limited. And look at that. Yeah, it's like we're seeing the foliage everywhere. So I don't know, someone here might certainly like gardening and plants. But this is like putting in, like I said, the dedication. And sometimes we don't see the plant right away when it's, you know, under the soil. But I feel like this plant has been nurtured for quite some time, you know, and maybe it just hasn't reached the point of what you were wanting or hoping to see, or it hasn't fully created the thing here. So I am feeling like you're getting confirmation here from spirits to continue to follow in your intuition here. But I feel like this is what your sort of week ahead is looking like. I mean, we say, you know, immediate future, that's give or take 7 days or so. Okay, you know, depending where you sit on this timeline, it could be a little more, a little less. Don't take it as gospel. Surrender. So I am feeling that I am feeling a strong energy here of you focusing on something you're able to follow intuitively, knowing you can dedicate yourself to and what you can nurture. And also, I think the healing part here is surrendering a part of yourself that I feel was boxed up in some way. Like you are learning about surrender and allowing the things that you can't see not stop you from your goals here, okay? Because I feel like you have a goal, and I feel like you don't know or see where this is going to sort of take you, but I feel like you are exhausted, I feel here, okay? But the spirit is showing like for you to just trust where your intuition takes you. There is no need for you to exhaust yourself in areas where there might not be a clear sort of vision as to how this is going to unfold. Magic in reverse. So the big key about the magic I'm getting is intuition, okay? Because when we're listening to our intuition, it's almost magical, especially to people who don't have an intuition, when things start to unfold exactly as we kind of intuitively known or suspected. And so I feel like whatever was supposed to sort of unfold here has been not unfolding. And so you've been having to do something blind here, and you have been having to nurture parts of yourself, parts of whatever this is, this project, this situation, this whatever, despite feeling very run down here, okay? But I feel like you're on the verge of this expansion. You're on the verge of setting yourself free. But I think there's a need to continue following your intuition. Whatever you're feeling guided to do here, even though we're not seeing it yet, because whatever has happened hasn't quite been molded yet to what it's supposed to be. So we're going to pull some charms. I'll leave this like this in case we need to refer to them. Let's pull some charms. Okay, we're going to get some initials, numbers, whatever comes through here, and then we'll pull some of the more metal charms. Okay. All right. And some of these. Okay. What do we have? We have 45 or 54. We have a 9 or a 6. I feel this is a 9, but if 6 resonates, this could be house numbers, apartment numbers, anniversaries. So we can have April, May, September 4th or 5th. Okay, May 9th, May 4th, April 5th, April 9th. Could be a birthday, anniversary date. 945, 954, 594, 549. 49 could be significant. 59. 54, 45. Okay, so you can pause that and make of it what you will. Oh, we have a 7 as well. So July 9th, July 4th, July 5th. Okay, the initials we have, not very many for this group. We have Y, we have E, and we have U. So I'm hearing yes. And the yes is, I think you know something here intuitively, but I think you don't see it. So I feel like there is a dedication to you expanding something here. So I heard yes. If you resonated with that, then yes. I'm also seeing EU, which is Europe. It could be confirmation for someone here. Yeah, I'm seeing the eyes. Okay, so we don't see something here, but we're needing to trust our intuition and something unfolding. I'm hearing Evelyn. I'm hearing Eleanor. I'm hearing Ava. I heard Eju, like E-J-U. I heard you, but I think this is a focus on you. I think there's a lot of focus on self here. Okay. Yvette, Yvonne. Okay, nothing's coming through yet. Further. So what do we have here? We have the yoga pose of the downward dog. Relieving stress, but I feel this energy again. It's like the downward dog, but it's in a circle. So I don't know, focused on self, trying to nurture yourself, trying to bring yourself back to life in some way here from something, because I feel there was a confined energy, but I feel like you're trying to relieve stress. There's a lot of focus on self. You know, maybe you've taken up yoga or just trying to de-stress yourself here from something. We have the Chihuahua. Okay, the Chihuahua does a lot of barking. You might have a Chihuahua here. I just feel like maybe something is constant. You know, is there something constant, maybe nagging or constant? There's something constant here that might be distracting, but you're having to still listen to the intuition. We have a signpost. So this is where we're at a crossroads and we need to decide and make a decision here. I feel like you've made a decision. Okay, or you're just about to. I mean, this is about the sort of immediate future here. So maybe you make the decision to come out of the confined space here, you know, and decide something. There could be like two opposing things here at odds, or two separate, complete separate ways to go. I heard Eugene. I heard Eleanor. So we have the beautiful. And we have the major arcana of the world. Yes, beautiful pile too. This is concluding something here with the world, okay? This is also the incubation. So we were incubating something here in order to open the door to a new chapter. I feel like you are in the process of closing some major cycle out here that's been very challenging for you. And when this closes, I feel like it sets you free. You know, it no longer makes you feel confined. But I feel like it's been quite the effort in this endeavor. Okay, so we have a piece of cake. I don't feel this was a piece of cake at all. I feel like when you get to close this out, I feel like everything here becomes a piece of cake, becomes you receiving your reward from the universe here, okay? Like the dessert for all the efforts, for accomplishing a challenge, I feel here. It's almost like you've been put to the test, some sort of endurance test. And so then you get to enjoy the reward here with this piece of cake. And we have a crown, all about getting empowered. Yeah, crown. This could be the Empress or the Emperor crown. Okay. Coming to your highest version of self, your self-worth. We have the fleur-de-lis. Could be significant for a viewer here. We have a lock. So maybe we felt like we wanted to shut ourselves out here, I feel almost, or we felt shut out. We have the paper airplane. So sometimes when I see the paper airplane, it could be us getting incoming email or messages coming in quickly, communication, unexpected communication, I feel here. Some unexpected communication I'm feeling with that. Okay, we have another crown. Look, we might have Emperor and Empress crown. And we have the silver and then we have the gold. I feel like you were always sort of in this Emperor Empress energy, but I feel like you're upgrading from silver to gold, because I think you were always of high value here, okay? Like, I feel like maybe you always had some sort of understanding of your value and your self-worth, but I feel like maybe you were needing some time off or some getaway here in order to upgrade to the gold version of yourself. And look, it even has this little diamond. And diamonds are created under pressure. So what that's telling me is that a very trying time here on you has created a diamond out of you, okay? So not only are you gold, but you're made of diamond here, which is very tough. This is beautiful. Okay, we have the key. Oh my goodness, you guys, look. Key in the lock. I think you found the key to what was stuck or what couldn't be unlocked before, maybe within yourself, or I feel like it had something to do with environment constraint, but I also feel like she is, I say she, doesn't have to be a she, but look, she's like naked, so vulnerable in some way, but having to unlock something about self. And what's interesting, we have the silver key and the gold lock. So it was almost like we had to figure out when we were in our silver energy, which wasn't quite gold, okay? Kind of second best, I guess, if you will, of ourselves, or feeling not quite our full version of self. We had to kind of endure something here to understand something with this key. gain some knowledge, some information in order for us to open a lock here. And the lock was the gold version of ourselves. How to create the diamond here of who we could be, your full potential. Oh my goodness. And look, we have 2 swans. Grace, beauty, love, and we have the heart. Okay, swans to me sometimes represent twin flames, but it is a soul connection. Okay, a partnership. It could be our soul is just tied to something here that calls to our heart. It's tied to our soul. So maybe we were feeling out of touch with this, needing to get in touch with it, in touch with our hearts. Let's see the tarot. So we have the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh my goodness, look at this energy. Is this not the same energy? Feeling very smushed, like your environment wasn't allowing you to expand, you know? You're finding a very hard struggle to allow ourselves to expand here. Okay, 4 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Queen of Cups, beautiful energy. Okay, this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and then the 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups is celebration. 3 of Cups is a network of people. 3 of Cups is, yeah, like coming together, reconciling, celebrating, friend groups. It could be networking. If we've been very antisocial, if we've been closed off, if we haven't been out there, if we haven't been seen, I feel like we are now letting go of some part of ourself here, okay, that I feel is very restricting in our environment. And I feel like our desires here of what we want will require us to come out, will require us to be seen. And so we might get an invitation here to a party. We might get communication from a friend. Okay, and I feel like with the Queen of Cups here, this heart and this swan, like we could certainly be pulled towards meeting our soul person or a best friend that lasts a lifetime. That, did I just say laughs a lifetime? That's hilarious. I think it lasts a lifetime. I think it laughs. That speaks to it speaks the same language to our heart here with this Queen of Cups, okay? This is a compassionate, loving, caring, intuitive queen. And so maybe we've been having a difficult time meeting our soul family, our soul sisters, or our soul tribe. So I feel like there was a need to let go of something here, okay? And the letting go was of a phase, because when the world closes a chapter here, then we're able to be available to something that we're unlocking here in the best version of ourselves. So you may be hearing about this in any one of those months I was mentioning, because this is a timeless video, okay? Or any one of the days, the 4th, the 5th, the 9th, the 7th. It could be, you know, 7 days from now, 9 days from now, 4 days from now, 5 days from now, because this is immediate future. I think you will be getting communication in one of those sort of areas here, okay? So, or one of those timelines. And maybe you're already intuitively, yeah, and with the cake, you guys might be invited to a party. Like an outing, a celebration. I feel like you're being invited to a celebration, okay? Any one of those dates or any one of those days from now, because this is immediate future. And you have a choice to make, whether you want to go or not. And I think this is going to be a milestone. You know, I think this is a milestone where you can close something out here. Wow, this is beautiful. Okay, I hope this resonated for you guys, pile number 2, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile 3, pick 3. You guys picked the guide and the pointy feather. So if you resonate with this beginning message, then this is most likely your reading, okay? If you don't, then maybe there's another one here for you. Maybe not. Use your intuition. What you will see, feel, or hear to determine whether this is for you. We're looking at the energy around you and the immediate future, okay? Could be approximately 7 days. Does not have to necessarily be exactly 7, but give or take. So you guys got the card of the guide, okay? Which I feel like it is being literally the universe kind of directing us, okay? Something could be divinely guided. We might feel like we're just kind of being pulled by the universe here in a direction that feels right. I think it feels right. And I feel like maybe there was a lot of other things we could have done, or lots of other focuses, or maybe there was a lot of confusion at some point in time where we weren't quite sure. So we could have asked our guides, we could have prayed to, you know, our spirit team or angels to give us some pointed direction here. How do we move forward? I feel like you're being guided here, okay? And I do feel like the path feels right. It feels right, I think, even for you. Because the feather here to me is always where we are getting confirmation from our ancestors and angels that we're on the right path. You know, it's a sign, a symbol that we're on the right path. Okay, it's a sign of protection. We're divinely protected as we go down a path here. Yeah, and I feel it's forward movement too. I don't feel like this is, you know, sometimes we got to go backwards in order to have movement. I feel like we're finally moving forward with something here. And we feel it already. So when I say if you resonate with this, this is already an energy that would be familiar to you, or you suspect this is coming. So even if you're not moving quite yet, it's kind of like you already kind of know that this is coming, or been craving, or been praying, or working, you know, and you're coming out of something maybe confusing, or weren't quite sure which direction to go, how to move forward. Okay, if that resonates, I'm going to pull your future energy. Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 3. Thank you so much, spirits. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile 3. What is in the immediate future energetically here for pile 3? Thank you so much, pile 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. I am truly blessed. Thank you so, so much. All right, Spirit, for the highest good of pile 3, what is energetically going on around them in the next little while here? We have compassion in the reverse. I'm going to read them as they come out, okay? We have harvest. And then we'll pull charms as well. These spun around. We have support in reverse, and we have noise. We have a jumper. Joy. Oh my goodness. Bottom of the deck energy, we have embrace. Under the embrace, we have explore, and it's in reverse. And under that, we have leap, which is giving me full energy. Okay. So, the confusion here, I feel, has been around which direction to go. You know, maybe we've been doing circles, maybe we've been stuck, not knowing what, because like I said, there was a lot of confusion. We could have done a whole bunch of different things, but we weren't quite sure and needing some direction. And so I feel with the compassion in reverse, I feel like wherever we were feeling, I feel almost here like a underappreciated, or not recognized, or not loved. Take whatever's resonating for you. And maybe you weren't recognized at work. Maybe you had a partner who wasn't seeing your contribution. Maybe your lover wasn't being compassionate with you, wasn't showing you kindness, wasn't supporting you. I feel like this could be in any area of your life, really. Okay, so I feel like whatever support you were needing in wherever you were didn't come or wasn't there. And so I feel like it made you feel just underappreciated, under-recognized. And so I feel like since that's happened, okay, now again, I don't know on the timeline where you're exactly sitting, but I feel like for this group, if you resonated with that, there is a point here where I feel you speak up or it gets recognized here with this noise. Okay, so either you and bringing this about some way, or somehow this comes to the surface. Okay, there's an acknowledgement here. And when I hear noise, it isn't necessarily communication. So it's not like we have to say something, or that we're having like a written maybe message. Noise to me is more of a like when we get like intuitively spoken to, we see signs, symbols, synchronicities, or something happens that is the noise. It's like unavoidable noise. So now there's this evident thing in the situation. So it could certainly be all of a sudden, you know, let's use the analogy of if you were constantly sort of trying to work on a project here with a partner and you were being very giving and consistent, and maybe your partner was not pulling their own weight or not providing what they needed, and maybe you just ended up not finishing a certain part or just not, I don't know, being there when you were supposed to, or you just, something happened here where I think it became very evident in the contribution that you provided to this sort of situation here. Okay, so it becomes evident in some way of noise. And I feel like this is the only dark card here, because I feel like the noise is a recognition of what's been going on that I feel has been quite dark. And it's been dark here because if we're not appreciating someone, if we're not giving compassion, if we feel lost and all these things, it's like if we're the only ones experiencing this, we feel alone. You know, so I feel like the darkness kind of comes to light, if you will, here with this noise, okay? And so I feel like you're on a complete different path here, okay? I feel like you are walking straight towards harvest and joy, which is attaining your abundance. Like you're coming into complete appreciation here, okay? This is the Sun card. In the tarot is the most positive card I can pull. This is giving me sun energy and 10 of Cups. That's like two of the most positive cards I could pull in the tarot, okay? And then all these flowers are giving me abundance. And the basket gives me abundance. This is Empress energy, which is unconditional love. This is us in our like greatest version of self here, knowing our self-worth or value. And I feel like you're walking to finally reaping a reward here. And I feel like it is all about self, because here I feel like this is like hugging self. So I feel like there is you reaping the reward of whatever said project is, you sort of walking into joy, like walking into happiness. Emotional happiness, clarity, certainty, joy is bliss. And really feeling love, like really feeling loved. And I feel, like I said, this is kind of us hugging self. So I feel like there was a need for us to find something within ourselves in order to attain some sort of level of happiness. That I feel like maybe if we were in a situation here that was testing our patience, maybe it was something here that wasn't a very, like I said, clear. Like this gives me kind of Ace of Swords energy because it's so pointy. You know, Ace of Swords is all about clarity and cutting through illusion and adversity and speaking truths. And I feel like maybe there wasn't clarity. Maybe there was a lack of direction because of the uncertainty of the direction. And so I feel like as the noise is happening behind you, okay, because this is, I mean, this is going to be future energy, but as this noise is happening, as things are coming to light here because of the darkness, I feel like you're walking into light. So it's almost like I feel tables have turned here. Tables have turned. And I'm getting a compact, like one of those makeup compacts, okay, with a mirror. And so I feel like whatever you were involved with here, okay, could be a person, like I said, whatever this person is, does not, again, have to be someone we're in a romantic relationship with, so much as whatever situation is now having to take a good look at their own sort of involvement here because of this noise. And so I feel like there's some energy here having to deal and look at something here. And because the compact to me is makeup, okay, makeup for me is ego. Not that if you wear makeup you have ego, but symbolically, okay, because makeup is the ego appearances. And I feel like there was some ego here, okay? So someone might be having to deal with ego look at shadows, but I feel like there was a lack of compassion and a lack of support here. Okay, so I feel like you kind of steamroll or walk beyond something here, straight into your abundance and your harvest, straight into giving yourself appreciation and love here. And we see the sun here in the background, which is, like I said, the most happy card we can get here. Okay. Wow. Okay, well, what's under that again? Oh yeah, explorer and leap. So explorer here is a journey. Okay. But look at this. Like, this journey looks pretty fucked up here. Okay, because I mean, it is a bunch of mushrooms, but it's kind of psychedelic, and I feel as though we were feeling kind of almost like, I heard Twilight Zone, like maybe we felt like we were under some sort of spell or under some sort of like psychedelic here in some way, you know. And I feel like there was no clarity in where this journey was going. Like, we're exploring some sort of land here that was magical in some way, but it seemed very dreamlike. Like, I'm getting Neptunian energy here, you know, which is like fantastical, dreamy, maybe not real, a lot of fantasy I'm getting here. Okay, but I feel like there was a need to get certain and clear where this journey was going. So I feel like with this leap, I'm feeling that new beginning of taking sort of the trust and the leap in towards something that I feel you're being guided to do, that you might not see because I see no head here or eyes, but you feel intuitively pulled to it, and you get pulled to taking a leap. And I think it takes you straight to this energy here, this harvest and this joy. Express. So noise. So we see the two people here, okay, which, like I said, it could be the partnership, be working with others. And I feel like express is coming through as whatever was suppressed in some way here in the shadow or unseen, it becomes visible as noise here. That is the expression of what has transpired, or the expression of self. Okay, well, sorry, I put these in the reverse. Let's pull some charms so we can get some more around what this is for you guys. Pile 3. Let's pull your charms. So we'll get some initials and some numbers here, and then we'll pull some metal charms as well. Okay, Spirit. So we have the 10 of Wands falling out. I do feel a little bit more, actually. That's right. I have another card falling out there. Okay. And okay. Wow. You guys got quite a bit. Quite a bit. Okay. So, leaf. Oh my goodness. This leaf came out for pile number 2. Yeah, this leaf came up for pile number 2, the exact leaf here. Okay, so leaf, all about a new beginning. Okay, the Fool's about a new beginning, rebirth. I'll pull the numbers and the letters. So we have S. These could be initials. You can make names, words, whatever you want. M or W. Y. N. R. So let's see what I get from this. I heard Myra, Nigel, Ryan, Nancy, Samuel, Sammy, Nicole, I just heard Sammy again, Mary, I just heard Ryan again. I heard Nicole again, Mary, Myra, Myrna, Mimi, Simon, Samir, Raymond, Cyan, Macy or Messy, I just heard yes, no, kind of like, what was that? This, yeah, like yes, no, yes, no. I don't know. Maybe we were going back and forth, or maybe we felt like something was going back and forth here with the yes, no, yes, no. Maybe we had false hope, or we were toying back and forth. I'm seeing a 2 of Pentacles. Maybe we were juggling, or someone needed to prioritize. Maybe felt up in the air. Yeah, and then I just heard neither this nor that, which is a lot of back and forth here. And I just heard nor, like N-O-R, like nor. Like I feel as though there's an energy here, like of, yeah, like almost like no, like nor this, nor that, nor nothing. Like I feel like there's a no compromise is kind of what I'm feeling here. I just heard Ryan again. K names are starting to repeat. So I heard yen. No, I don't know if yen is just the like the Chinese like financial dollar, but I think it's a name, yen. Okay, so you could see initials there, or make names as you will. I'll let you know if more comes through. So we have 5, 4, 6 or 9 coming through. 2. Okay, so this could be months for birthdays, anniversaries, significant dates. It could be apartment numbers, house numbers, important numbers for whatever reason. So we have May, April, September, and February. Okay, well, we're in February when I'm recording, so it could certainly be significant because we have February, well, we have February 5th, February 4th, February 9th. We have May 4th, 9th, and 2nd. We have April 5th, 9th, and 2nd. And we have September 2nd, 4th, and 5th. So any of those could be resonating for you, okay? Number 52, number 49, 94, 25, 29, 45, 54, 92. Wow. Okay, look at this. A leaf. Very, very similar. Okay, so new growth. Something is flourishing here, okay? I feel like there's a new life here where maybe things were not growing for you. 2 keys. Keys are all about knowledge and information and solutions. And it's also opening the door to the new phase. So we might have 2 sort of understandings here at one point in time, because I was feeling like a back and forth, which could certainly be a choice. And maybe we had a very difficult time here with following sort of one understanding or following another understanding. And I feel as though we're guided towards one understanding with certainty. So maybe we had to get very clear about what path we were on, you know, very certain, very focused, what we might have knew, you know, because maybe 2 understandings here were at odds. 2 pieces of information were at odds, 2 ways of going. So we have the mountain inside. Is that a mountain? Yeah, inside like a little circle here. Mountain's all about obstacles. Okay, very fixed things that maybe we feel we can't overcome. We felt like we were needing to overcome something for some time. We have handmade. Handmade. So we can have like a handmade business, maybe a craft that we're focused on here. We might have had to take matters into our own hands. We have this, what is this thingy majigger? Oh, it's backwards. Okay, it looks kind of like a heart fairy. I don't know what that is. A heart fairy? An angel with a heart. So again, divinely guided, being guided by our angels, you know, being again the feather, that we're on the right path, that our angels are with us. And I feel like with the heart, it's something that speaks to your heart, to your soul. But I feel like there is angel intervention here. Okay, oh look, yes, divinely guided coming through again, the angel here. Okay, beautiful angel, gold angel, divinely guided. Oh my gosh, is this another one? No, this is a hummingbird. Hummingbirds are very graceful here, how they move. Now I am being called to read the hummingbird for you guys in this book. It might have a significant message for you because this popped into my mind here. Okay, so air energy, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Positive, enthusiastic, spiritually resourceful. Look at spirituality coming through with all the angels. Inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather nectar, and it returns to these sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. This sacred elixir springs from many sources, but usually involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. Follow the way of the hummingbird, and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, every moment worth savoring. When in balance, it is smart, curious, and loves to learn. When it is out of balance, it is pushy, insistent, and sharp. To bring into balance, take a class. So I feel like there's something spiritually really pulling you towards your joy, towards your, I guess, nectar, if you will. Something here that's coming into harvest for you, okay? And I feel like it's a feeling of coming home, like a place that is actually giving of the things here that I feel maybe you were starved from, the support, the compassion that someone else might have not have been showing, or the situation might have not been giving. Here we have an email. Okay, or a letter, could be a postal letter coming. So communication via written word, I feel here, okay? Something written could certainly be coming in for you, and this could be coming in the next 9 days, 2 days, 5 days, 4 days, because this is immediate future. Yes, communication. And look, we have the luggage. This to me looks almost like day travel. So maybe we're getting communication about, I don't know, a place we can travel to or get away for some time here with this hand luggage. Yes, also this. This to me is communication coming in via email or just a quick communication, like sudden communication here. So double confirmation. We also got this for number 2, pile 2. I feel like there's communication coming in. We have balloons. This is very strong feeling like 2 now, because pile 2 is getting invitation. So you could be getting in an invitation here to a party or to an outing of sorts, okay? And we see 2 balloons. So, and this could be at a distance, you know, it might require us to go someplace in order to go attend a party. We have love. Look at that. Beautiful. Love. Oh, and we have the 2 of Cups. Okay. Oh, and the 10 of Cups. You guys, you might be invited to, and 2 balloons. If you are invited to a party, to an outing, to a gathering, I think you guys might meet someone there, okay? Now, this does not have to necessarily be romantic, although I'm feeling a very strong soul bond here. I'm feeling a very strong soul bond here. And I mean, the 10 of Cups, this is ultimate emotional fulfillment. And this is this. What you're headed to. The Sun and the Ten of Cups. You guys are headed to a balanced, emotionally fulfilled partnership here, okay? We have the King of Swords, we have the Ten of Wands, and we have the Page of Wands. So I feel like with the Ten of Wands, this is an oppressive situation in which we were carrying a burden. I feel like the burden here was the lack of support. That's what this card is all about. We feel like we're doing it alone. We're going uphill alone. You know, and maybe we felt like, I don't know, whoever was involved here with this King of Swords energy, this is someone who might be lacking in compassion, who might be all mind, no heart, maybe very cold and very just more logical than anything. And we might have just felt shut out here, okay? So I feel like this Page of Wands, this is communication again, coming through. Very strong communication. You guys will have to let me know in the comments if you get communication, but it's exploring, okay? So I feel like that's this exploring somewhere exciting, being able to maybe go someplace that maybe you haven't been able to, you know, finally decide to do. But I feel like this is the key to your sort of rescue here, you know, from something that was very heavy and oppressive. And someone might have not been playing fairly. And look, we have the airplane and the luggage. So this is travel. You guys might be going on a vacation, a trip. This might be the invitation here to, you know, take a journey someplace here. And even this boat is travel. All these are talking about travel. Okay, sailboat is to go a distance. Things being at a distance, it's movement. And this is Page of Wands is news about travel. We have Brazil here. This is the fauna flora, if I'm saying it right. So it's like the wildlife here with the Brazilian colors here. And I see the world, which the world to me is about concluding something, some cycle. The green and the yellow. This is, the yellow is solar plexus. The green is heart chakra. So solar plexus all about our confidence, is joy, it's vitality. The green heart chakra, it's love, unconditional love. We have the horseshoe, a blessing, luck, a gift. And this can also even be a magnet. Like I really felt with this, you were being pulled to something here, okay? Like I feel like you're being pulled by your angel team, like this magnet pulling you towards something here. And it could be once you get this message or this invite or this thing, I feel like you know exactly what it is you're supposed to be doing here. We have the safety pin. So I need to feel secure, maybe to hold things kind of together. So also could be representing a baby, so a birth of something. Again, we were feeling the leaves was a new birth, like a new beginning. So we could certainly be birthing something here new. We have another key. So now we have 3 keys, and this one has a heart. So it's like a heart with wings. It's like freedom of the heart. And the key is all about an answer and a solution. Piece of information that might provide freedom to our heart here. Set our heart free. We have a bone. Okay, the bone, it looks like a dog's bone. Dogs are friendship. Dogs are loyalty. The bone could be the bone of contention. The bone could represent the old, or that there's no meat on the bone. So maybe there was something here that wasn't providing the meat or the abundance or the substance here. So all that was left was bone. Maybe there's the bone of contention here that just, you know, couldn't know more here with this 10 of Wands. 10s are all about endings. You know, the world's all about endings and closure. There's 2 10s here. We have the ring. You guys, ring is a contract. It is a commitment. It's an engagement. So we're seeing 2 of Cups. We're seeing a commitment, an engagement, a party. We have a little doggy and the bone. And look at the doggy is so tiny compared to the bone. The dog, friendship, loyalty. Why is the dog so much smaller than the bone? Like the dog can't even pick up the bone. maybe your dedication, your loyalty, your friendship here might have been at a compromise here, and maybe the bone of contention got so big. Okay. You can take that sexual, because that totally came into my mind. Linda, get back on track. The bone of contention became so big, okay? And I think maybe you couldn't remain loyal, or you just couldn't deal with a situation that was no meat in it for you. No substance, all bone. Okay, I need to deal with some sort of transformation out of a situation that was bones here, that was dead or dying. The swans, a soul connection. Okay, swans to me represent twin flames, because it is the soul connection of a lifetime here. Now, it does not have to necessarily be so much, although I am feeling a very strong partnership, okay? Soul connection. Two swans, soul bond, soul tie, soulmate energy. And we have a big swan, a little swan. Beautiful energy. And we have another swan. Single swan. I feel like you guys are going from single swan to a partnership. I really feel it. Okay, so if some of you guys were, I don't know, struggling in a connection or not being seen or appreciated here, you were feeling by yourself in some way here, this beautiful swan. I feel like you're no longer needing to kind of swim alone here. We have the heart with an arrow through it, and it says love. This is struck by love. This is Cupid's arrow. Strikes us in the heart here. So you might be struck by love. And then we have the chess piece, and this to me looks like the queen. So the queen in chess. And she moves, if I'm not mistaken. She can go this way or this way. Or can she move however she wants? No, yeah, she can move this way and this way. Horizontally and vertically. And she can go like all the distance. And this is the energy I was completely feeling with this, like unstoppable energy that's being magnetized and pulled, like right through like a bulldozer, like right through like a bulldozer, and being pulled straight to this. It's like she now is being guided like directly, like you're being pulled towards this and out of whatever this was here, okay? I don't provide false hope here, okay, but this is what this reading is. So I don't know if these initials make sense now. They might, you know, in a bit. I heard Nigel. I don't know if I said Nigel's coming through. I heard Yen again. Okay, so I'm going to, because the names might keep coming through, just give it some more. Marnie. Marty. Amir. Okay, that's what I have here for you guys. This is quite the readings. All right, I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.